So here's something that happens frequently when I dream. Before I become lucid, I tend to be around a familiar area. And it may not look familiar in sight, but it feels the same as something that you've either been to before or you've dreamt it before. Now, for me, it's either a hotel. It's like a certain type of hotel. And in real life, I mean, I've really never stayed at a place like this and felt the same way. So it's something that only happens like in my dream. It would be like a hotel or like a tall building, but it always feels like a hotel. Or I'll be in an outside area, like totally nature all around, totally outside, you know, no buildings. And usually the one where I'm in the hotel, going up and looking at different floors and seeing how high it is, and I get up to the top and there's usually one room that's really unstable that I end up in. And now I become lucid when I hit this room, every time. But before, I would seem to get trapped in the room. I mean, not trapped to where I couldn't get out of the room, like before entering it, but I'd enter the room and then it would be very unstable. I'd feel like the floor is collapsing, like there's like a balcony right there overlooking everything. It's not stable at all. Everything's almost hanging in the balance. So I'm on top of this structure and it's unstable and almost swaying with the wind. You could feel the wind almost pulling it in each direction. And then it would snap off and I'd fall. Well, now when I become lucid, when I hit this room, what I do is run and jump off immediately. It's just, I love the thrill of falling. And to me, it's not a fear anymore being in that room and being, you know, trapped on the floor where it's unstable. I know it's unstable. I know it's going to fall eventually, so I just jump right off. You know, it's almost like I will myself to do it. But it's an adrenaline rush more than a fear. Now, the one where I'm outside, it's similar, but it's a lot more intense. Usually there's lush greenery surrounding me, like, not so much waterfalls, but like a river and maybe mountains or something. And I can see down so far. It's like, I mean, hundreds of feet down. And I'm always on this structure that's like I said, it's not a building. There's no buildings in sight. It's almost like a stairway or ladder. And it's a different type of structure. It doesn't resemble like a normal stairway or like a ladder with, you know, sections going up. You know, it's just like, it's pieces that are like kind of pieced together, you know, like in different places. I mean, there's like so many different areas to it. Like, for instance, I'll be going up this way, and then it'll turn to the right, and then it'll turn back left, and then left again, and then go straight up. It's just really like weird shaped things going way up into the air. And for some reason, I'm ascending up and up. And like I said before, I was able to hit lucidity in a dream. I would get up to the top and it would feel as if it was just collapsing, like from the bottom up. I mean, I could feel it working its way, and I could feel the wind. I mean, it's like as if, perfect example, for one time there was a chair at the top, and I found myself sitting in the chair once I got up there. It was almost similar to something like this. And I was so attached to this chair because I knew that that I could just fall off at any moment, that I had like one arm wrapped around like this and the other arm like gripped to it, you know, hanging on like this for dear life, you know, just knowing, and it's swaying back and forth probably 10 to 15 feet each way. And I'm just holding on, you know, and it just gets worse and worse, and finally it would break off and I would just go flying. It'd feel like as if I was catapulted across the earth. Going, I mean, I couldn't even recognize the speed. I mean, it's that fast. Now, when I'm about to reach the top, I become lucid, realizing that I'm dreaming right now. None of this stuff around me is even real. It's all in my mind. I'm sleeping in my bed right now. My conscious body is. My mind is here, in this world, that is almost, I would say, the best way to explain it to me would be, it's almost endless, okay? You could do anything you want. You could change scenery, anything, you know. You could be different places, you could imagine anything you wanted to, and it actually be there. Now when I get to the top and I realize that it's a dream, I jump off. Almost the same thing as the building. Because I feel that I know it's going to happen eventually. I don't feel the need to grip on. I'd almost get up there and stand on the chair and jump straight off. Descending down towards this lush green plain with rivers, and I mean, it's just beautiful, you know. It's like, it's not tropical so much, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, it's really beautiful. It's nothing like in Florida, that's for sure. Nothing I've ever seen in real life or experienced, only in my mind and in my dreams. But it's one of the most amazing adrenaline rushes, knowing that once I get to the top of this thing, and I'm here, and it's not real. This feeling of falling is all in my mind. But why do I feel it deep down in the pit of my stomach? It's hard to explain. But that's one thing about lucid dreams. Not many people get to experience them. Those that are fortunate to experience them are very, very fortunate, and they know it. It's almost like being able to live another life, you know. I mean, not in the sense that you go to a different, the same place every time when you dream, but like I said, it's endless. You go to this world it's all in your mind. It's you control it. Now, I haven't discussed this on any of my lucid dreams yet, and I'm going to be getting into this later in a couple journals. Going to be coming very soon. But you control a lot of your dream, but I think there's things that can come in and manipulate your mind and make you see things that you so much don't want to see. A lot of people tend to call them nightmares. Now, when you're lucid and you're experiencing a nightmare, it's something that's in there manipulating you. I'm not sure if it would be demonic or, you know, a macrobe, or what type of entity it could be. But I'm pretty sure it would be an entity tapping in and manipulating you to provoke fear or sorrow out of you. They tend to use that as a source of food. But I'm going to be getting into that in my next journal. Make sure you check out our website. It's www.visupview.blogspot.com.